safety pin. Hook's gone in this skirt and I haven't got time to sew it before I go to work.
Jar on the mantel, please.
Thanks. Goodness, haven't you done your Christmas cards yet?
No, as you see...
But today's the last posting day for first...
No, Claire.
Well, I did mine weeks ago.
Swat. Oh, no. Now look what you've made me do.
What?
I've written love from Henry, Sarah and Claire.
Oh, no, here we go.
No, it's not being maudlin, Claire. It's just a mistake. Another one wasted.
Who are you sending my love to anyway?
Richie and Sandra Walker.
Ugh, not my love sent to them.
Why not?
They gave me a Cindy doll for my 16th birthday.
I see your point, but this is the season of goodwill.
Yeah, goodwill to people you like, not to people who send 16-year-old Cindy dolls.
All right, fair enough. Incidentally, Claire, we must talk about Christmas. It's only a few days away.
Ugh, what a ghastly prospect.
No, but Claire...
Good morning.
Hi, Granny.
Morning, Mother.
Goodness, haven't you done your Christmas cards yet?
No.
But today's the last posting day
No,
for...
Mother.
Oh, I do hope you've put my name on that card to the Potters.
What? No, I haven't.
Oh, why not? They're my friends as well as yours.
Yes, so I thought you'd send them your own card.
Oh, they're not very close friends, Sarah.
How close do they have to be to get a card?
Well, it's very simple. I have a series of lists. Close friends get a card saying, with lots of love from Eleanor. Fairly close friends get love from Eleanor. Male friends get love Eleanor. And male friends whom I don't wish to encourage get from Eleanor. And the one I sent to the Queen says, from Eleanor Prescott. Well, she probably knows a lot of Eleanors.
I see.
Does she ever send one back, Granny?
Oh, no, I don't put my address. She's got quite enough on her plate without getting involved in unnecessary correspondence.
Right.
Oh, and my last list of cards, Sarah, are the ones that you write.
Well, who are they to?
Well, they're to people who are more your friends than my friends, but to whom I don't wish to be uncivil.
I see. Well, you better give me a list of those, Mother.
Oh, no, it's too late. There's nothing more insulting than a card that arrives after Christmas. That really shows what you think of people.
If you say so. Claire and I were just talking about Christmas, Mother, and now we're all together.
Must go.
No, Claire, just wait a minute.
She'll be at work.
Basically, Mother, we were talking about what we were going to do at Christmas.
Ugh.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
Is it?
We'll do what we always do.
Yeah, well, I don't think what we always do works.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't enjoy it.
Claire, Christmas is a family time. That means you spend it with the family. Whether you enjoy it or not is neither here nor there.
Oh, Sarah, I can't tell you the relief I felt when I first admitted to myself that I don't like Christmas.
You must like it a bit.
Not one tiny, tiny bit, no. There's a wonderful sense of liberation the first time you say, I actually don't want to foregather with all my relatives for endless days of claustrophobic conviviality. I don't want to eat too much. I don't want to drink too much. I don't want to watch The Wizard of Oz or The Great Escape ever again.
You can't shut out Christmas completely. You tried last year and it didn't work.
This year it will. Bob and I are decorating. Hall, stairs, and landing. White paintwork, crushed apricot emulsion on the walls. And we will listen to the Ring cycle on cassette. No live media at all. Do you realize how wonderful it'll be, Sarah? We won't have to hear a single carol, watch a single quizmaster dress up as Father Christmas, or a single comedian visit a children's hospital. Bliss.
What about eating? Don't you make any concessions to the season?
No, we eat well, but we eat what we like. Curries, Peking duck. I think Bob will probably do something Indonesian this year. You sound wistful. For you, Christmas isn't Christmas unless you've had turkey and Brussels sprouts and cranberry sauce and pudding and mince pies.
And brandy butter. No, you're quite right.
And unless you've spent so long with your mother and daughter that you all end up at screaming pitch.
That too. I don't know, Russell. For me, Christmas is... well, it's a tradition.
So is human sacrifice, Sarah. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing.
Come in, Mother.
Good evening, Sarah, dear.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Vera.
Good evening, Sarah. Goodness, haven't you done your Christmas cards yet? But today's the last posting
I
day.
know. Thank you, Vera. And as it happens, I am not sending out Christmas cards late. I am, in fact, sending out Easter cards early.
I haven't seen any Easter cards in the shops yet. Where did you get them?
Oh, be quiet, Vera. We came to see you, Sarah, because Vera has had an idea.
Oh, yes.
Well, there has to be a first time for everything. Go on, Vera, tell Sarah your idea.
Well, this...
Sit down, please, both of you. Would you like a drink?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Well, Sarah, this may be a bit difficult to explain, but the thing is, it's nearly Christmas.
Yes, I'm with you so far.
And over the years, I've tried various ways of spending the festive season.
Yes.
I've stayed with my daughter, Tricia. You know, the one who's married
Married to a merchant banker, yes.
And I've been to hotels.
Sarah doesn't want to hear all that, Vera.
Oh, anyway, the thing is, this year, I've decided to spend Christmas here.
Here?
Oh, no, not here, but in the town.
Ah.
I mean, at the Sycamores.
And, that's your idea, is it, Vera? Amazing.
Well,
I'll tell her, Vera. If we wait for you, we'll be here till next Christmas. What Vera's idea was, Sarah, was to invite me to the Sycamores for lunch on Boxing Day.
My friend, Mr. Kettering, will also be there.
Oh, well.
Mr. Kettering was the surgeon who did Alice Grant's hysterectomy.
Anyway, that was my idea.
Well, it's a lovely thought.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. I was sure you'd see it like that. Now, Eleanor, will you change your mind?
What, Mother, you mean you're not going?
No.
But it would make a nice break if you were to go out on Boxing Day.
A nice break for whom, Sarah?
Well, for you, Mother, for you, of course.
I just feel strongly that Christmas is a family time, and I don't really want to be separated from you and Claire, Sarah.
Well, it'd only be for a few hours, Mother, and it's not as if Claire and I wouldn't have served our time on Christmas Day.
Served your time?
No, I didn't mean that. I meant that we'd,
Eleanor, do you know, I've had another idea.
2 on the same day, Vera. Now, you mustn't overdo things.
Listen, now, suppose I were to extend my invitation for Boxing Day to include Sarah and Claire, then you'd all be together.
What a wonderful idea. How clever of you, Vera.
But-
Now, you and Claire would love to have Boxing Day lunch at the Sycamores, wouldn't you, Sarah?
well, I think it's...
Splendid. That's settled, then.
Come in again, Mother.
No, who wants her wrong, Mummy? It's me. Look, about Christmas.
Ah, yes, I have some news for you on that front.
Yeah, Gary's invited me round to his place.
Oh, Gary with the earrings and the pink hair.
It's not pink anymore, but yes.
When's he invited you?
Christmas evening.
Ah, well, of course, if you want to go.
I just thought it'd make a nice break.
A break for whom, Claire?
Oh, for you and Granny, Mummy. You and Granny, of course. Oh, come on, it's not as if I won't serve my time at Christmas lunch.
Well, it's up to you, Claire. I just think we should be at home at Christmas.
Christmas, the season of goodwill, it's just like a week of Sundays. I've never got that much goodwill left at the end of one Sunday spent with the family.
All right, Claire, you've made your point.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mummy, but we can't pretend. Some things we can pretend Daddy not being here doesn't make any difference. Not with Christmas.
No.
Anyway, just think we should take any invitations we're offered this year.
Break the mould.
Yeah. Oh, incidentally, Gary's parents have invited you and Granny, if you want to come.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, look, if we see other people, at least we'll be polite to each other.
Yes?
And you never know. Well, with a bit of luck, might even end up being nice to each other.
Even that? Yes, well, I suppose we might. So that's it, Russell. We've accepted all 3.
3? They're brie.
Didn't I tell you? Wendy and Brown Sweeten have invited us to lunch on Christmas Day.
Ah, well, you like them, don't you?
Yes, they're terrific, but...
But you feel you should be in your own home on Christmas Day, cooking your own turkey, making your own brandy butter, and so on and so on.
Yes, at this time on Christmas Eve, I feel I should be fiddling with sprouts and peeling chestnuts. Now, I'm afraid it won't feel like Christmas if I haven't had at least one panic about the turkey breast being done, but the legs still being pink in the middle.
Well, I think it's a good idea. No comparisons.
Right. No. Won't be time to brood. Hardly time to breathe the way it looks at the moment. Lunch with the Sweetens. Drop in on Gary's parents for a light snack Christmas evening. Then up to the Sycamores for Boxing Day cold meets with the geriatric formation gossiping team.
Rather you than me. Does Eleanor approve of all this frantic socializing?
Oh, she's thrilled. Especially at the thought of seeing Gary's home environment. Yes, you see, Because he wears earrings and hasn't got a job, to Mother's mind, that means his mum will be in curlers, his dad will be in a grubby vest, there'll be semi-dismantled motorbikes all over the sitting room, and Christmas supper will be fish and chips out of newspaper.
But she's still prepared to go and see them.
Oh, she can't wait. What you have to remember, Russell, is that it's a chance for Mother to indulge her favourite pastime.
What's that?
Snooping around somebody else's house.
Incidentally, Sarah, if at the end of it all you want to unwind, no pressure, come round to our place and have a drink Boxing Day evening.
Well, that's very kind.
And by all means, bring Eleanor and Claire too. That is, if any of you are still speaking to each other.
Thank you, Russell. I'll have to see.
Yeah. No pressure. Decide on the day.
Thanks. Well, really must go.
Happy what, Sarah?
Happy crushed apricot emulsioning.
Oh, dear.
Well, the Sweetens certainly know how to eat well.
And drink well.
Yes.
That pudding was beautiful.
Well, at least none of us can complain that we haven't had a full traditional English Christmas dinner.
I've made my usual Christmas cake again this year. The one with the little Christmas tree and Santa on his little sleigh. I don't suppose either of you would care for a slice. No, perhaps not. Well, I think after all that, I really must go and have a lie down.
But we're due at Gary's in 3/4 of an hour.
Goodness, is it as late as that?
Oh, yes, Gary's.
Look, Granny, if you don't want to go, I'm sure his parents wouldn't be too upset.
No, I've accepted the invitation, and it's particularly important to observe the correct social conventions when dealing with the lower classes.
You really are the most frightful snob.
I'm not a snob, Sarah. A snob wouldn't dream of going to visit people like Gary's family. Whereas I am going to their house, and while I'm there, I shan't say anything to draw attention to the social gap between us. I'll let them feel completely at home.
Actually, they will be at home, Mum.
Oh, yes. But it doesn't change my point.
Merry Christmas.
So, what do you think of the car? They gave it to me for Christmas.
Oh, what a beautiful car.
Merry Christmas!
I may say, Claire, I think it was extremely unkind of you not to have told me that Gary's father was a knight.
Why? What difference would it have made?
Well, I don't know. I might just have worn a little more jewellery. Oh, the poor man, though.
Who? Gary's father?
Yes. I mean, there he is, a man who has had his hard work publicly recognised by knighthood from Her Majesty the Queen, and then his son turns out to be a spunk.
I think you mean punk, Granny.
You know exactly what I mean. It must be heartbreaking for his father. Don't you agree, Sarah?
Oh, yes, probably.
Oh, come on. You can be more positive than that, dear.
No, I can't. I can't be anything. I can't be anything at the moment. I'm in imminent danger of bursting. Claire, you said they were just going to give us a light snack.
That's what I thought it would be. I mean, they normally have their main Christmas meal at lunchtime, but they changed it round in our honour.
Well, yes, it was very sweet of them. Oh, all that turkey.
Pudding. Actually, Mummy, I didn't think their brandy butter was up to the Sweetens.
No, shop bought, I thought. I'm afraid I could only award the Christmas pudding one rosette.
3 cross knives and forks and a starve of the cranberry sauce.
Oh, certainly, and the crackers were excellent. My companion did find the background music a little excessive. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir is an acquired taste at the best of times, but to my mind their rendition of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was a trifle.
I think you're both being extremely ungrateful and extremely rude towards our host.
Sorry, Mother.
Well, I'm going to bed. I'm afraid I find the company in here rather infantile. Sorry. I'll say good night then. Unless, of course, either of you would like a slice of my Christmas cake. No? Well, I'll say good night then.
I'll be off to bed in a minute. Anyway, at least we've got over the worst.
What do you mean?
Christmas Day. We've done it. It's over.
Oh, yes. Didn't really feel like Christmas Day.
No, but that was what was good about it. Broke the mould.
Yes.
No direct comparisons.
No.
Well, except between different kinds of chestnut stuffing.
Right.
And today I should say, we have the delights of a light lunch at the Sycamores.
Yes.
Goodness, I hope the excitement doesn't keep me awake.
Claire, you will make an effort up there, won't you? Don't just clam up. Contribute something to the conversation.
Yes, Mummy. Night then. Mwah. Happy Christmas.
And to you. Night, love.
Well, happy Boxing Day.
Happy Boxing Day, Vera.
Now, why don't we all sit down? You'll find your name places on the table.
There don't seem to be many other residents around, Vera, dear.
No. Well, at Christmas, a lot of people like to be with their families.
Yes, assuming, of course, that their families have invited them.
I would have you know that my daughter Tricia did invite me, and she was desolated when I decided to stay here. But the trouble is they've gone to the West Indies, and I do find the Caribbean so boring these days. Don't you, Eleanor, dear?
Oh, yes. I always say if you've seen one West India, you've seen them all.
And I gather you're a surgeon, Mr. Kettering.
Yes,
That must be fascinating work.
yes.
In fact, Mr. Kettering, you did an operation on a friend of mine.
Ah,
Hysterectomy. Alice Grant.
oh,
Do you remember her?
no.
No, well, you must see so many patients, you can't remember all the names and faces and, well...
Actually, I heard this joke about a gynecologist.
Oh, did you, Claire? Well, I don't suppose that's
It's about the gynecologist who wallpapered his hall through the letterbox.
Incidentally, Vera, thank you so much for the present.
Oh, it was nothing much.
No, it wasn't. Still, I always say you can't have too many handkerchiefs. Can't think why. It's not true, of course. I've got far too many handkerchiefs.
And did you get lots of lovely Christmas presents, Mr. Kettering?
No.
Ah, that means lunch is ready.
Oh, how nice. And you did say it was just a light snack, didn't you, Vera?
Oh, yes, of course, Eleanor, dear. That's what I said. But I was joking.
Hello.
Any Russell?
Sarah, are you surviving?
Just about. You? How's the crushed apricot?
All finished. Looks wonderful. Come round and see it.
Well, that's what I was ringing about. Is your offer for tonight still on?
Of course. Come when you like.
And you really could cope with Mother and Claire as well?
Yes. I say, does that mean that you're still speaking to each other?
Just about.
Well, there's something to be said for the socializing Christmas after all.
I suppose so. Afraid it still doesn't feel right to me, though.
You still want the traditional bit?
Be around about 7, that's all right.
Great. See you then. Bye.
You know, Sarah, if I were Alice Grant, I'd feel really comforted.
Beg your pardon?
Well, did you see the way Mr. Kettering carved that turkey? You know, it doesn't really seem like Christmas without a slice of Christmas cake, does it?
Plenty of time, Mother. You forget Christmas goes on for about a month these days.
Yes, that's true.
And tell me, after that lunch at the Sycamores, could you really manage a slice of Christmas cake at this precise moment?
Well, I don't know. I think I probably... No, you're quite right. It would be sheer greed.
Mummy,
Yes?
just been into your larder.
Oh.
And I looked in your freezer.
Ah.
And you know what I found there, don't you?
Well,
What did you find, Claire, dear?
I found this turkey. And not only this, but Brussels sprouts, mince pies, chestnuts, brandy butter, Christmas pudding. I mean, did you want me to go on?
No, that's all right. That's plenty.
I don't understand. What is all this, Sarah?
I don't know. Christmas Eve. Well, I was just feeling sort of, well, that it was a bit sad that we weren't doing the full Christmas bit this year, and that I wasn't going to get the chance to worry about the turkey legs being pink inside, and I just thought that maybe it might be a good idea if we were to have our own little Christmas lunch next Sunday, you know, just a small turkey and a few Brussels sprouts and maybe a smidgen of chestnut stuffing. And, well, as I say, I thought it might be a good idea.
Oh, yes.
Mind you, it doesn't seem quite such a good idea now, does it?
Turn it down a bit, Bob. Come in, come in. Good to see you all.
And you, Russell.
Hi, Russell. Mummy's just parking the car.
Fine. Do go through, chuck your coats on the sofa and make for the kitchen. Bob's in there mixing some black velvet.
Oh, great. Come on, Granny.
Well, I like black velvet, Claire.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
It's not a drug, is it?
So, how's it been, really?
Fine. Well, not the same.
Never will be, Sarah.
No. And you?
Terrific. This is the second time we've been right through the ring cycle.
Rather you than me. Russell, what's that smell?
Ah, that's our little surprise.
Surprise.
Yes, especially in your honour.
What?
Well, you sounded so wistful about missing your traditional Christmas that Bob's taken pity on you and he's cooking the full works. Turkey, Brussels sprouts, chestnut stuffing, cranberry sauce. Sarah? Where have you gone, Sarah? Sarah?